Check, check. Check, check. Check, check. Check, check. Check, check. Can you hear me okay? I'm good, dude. How you doing? Yeah, man. I can't wait for this game to come out either, man. It's been 11 long years. A lot of playing revamped, and before that, before we even had revamp, man, just been playing the old NCAA games, just vanilla. Let's see. Yeah, I got that going. Cool. Who's your team, Ghost Rider? Vanderbilt. Woo. I'm assuming you from that area or you went there. No, I said, are you from that area or did you go to school there? Okay, that's what's up. Pray for y'all. Y'all got that nasty weather right now. Hope you staying safe out there. Oh, that's what's up. What was the first college football game you played? Oh wow, 2014 was your first game? It's crazy. And '06 was mine. Do I got the chat settings on super delayed or what? Let me see something. Try to see if I can fix that for you. Man, look, I think these stadiums are gonna look crazy in this game. Obviously, I saw the leaks of the Texas stadium. A lot of people were acting weird about it, but you gotta consider this. It's a far out distance view. It's like something that you're not even gonna see when you're playing the game. If they even show that kind of angle in the cinematic, it's gonna look crispy. Nah, man, it's your school, man. Support them. Go to a game if you can. Unfortunately, I'm an Ohio State fan. Where I live at, not real common for me to get to go to a game. I got family that live up there though, but it's something I'm gonna try to make my way up there to one of these days. Have you been to a Vandy game before? Oh, okay. I know they're typically usually a bigger basketball program than they are a football program, huh? what's up. What's the first thing you're gonna do as soon as you fire the game up? The 25. Yeah, I saw they fired Stackhouse. It was crazy. Hey, what's up, Matt? That's a team I want to go see in person. Tennessee. I ain't too far from Knoxville. Yeah, any particular teams you gonna play as though, Ghost Rider? Yeah, that Tennessee Vanderbilt rivalry isn't as heavy as you would assume it would be interstate and all. Matt, is that Florida game in Tennessee in Knoxville this year? Yeah, I can't wait to play as my boys this year in the game. The offense is gonna go crazy. Hey, y'all, let me know, is that background music too loud on y'all's end? I was trying to test that out earlier, but I don't know what it actually sounds like for y'all. Oh, okay, cool. All right, bet. Appreciate it. Where is Thompson Arena? Oh, okay. Basketball. feel you. Oh, got you, got you. Hey, I'm curious, how did y'all find my channel? Okay, that's dope. So you just found me just looking up football videos. That's cool. Appreciate that. If y'all hear my dog in the background, I apologize. Okay. What was y'all's opinion on the reaction video? On the trailer? Yeah, I appreciate that feedback, Matt. Yeah, this is something I consider myself somewhat of a nut about this game. It's like I eat, sleep, and breathe college football. Matt, I'm absolutely running a play now with Ohio State versus Michigan. I got to get my get back for the last 3 years. Yeah, it's been a rough 3 years, man. So we was owning them for the last 20. Can't be too upset. But the power shift is about to switch back in the other direction. I can tell you that. We got a stable full of horses ready to run. Yeah, I'm gonna run a couple different play nows, man. I want to see LSU is one team that I always appreciated their environment. It's real cool. It's a real cool stadium. Yeah, I like Will Howard, but it's a I gotta see more. Obviously running what he did at Kansas State was something special, but um, can he do that in a big boy conference? Because we're not playing the same teams that Kansas State played last year. Look like we got some more people in the stream. Who else there? Let's see the loudest stadiums. I know LSU was up there. Um, Autzen, one of my best friends, is an Oregon fan. What's up, Flossie? I appreciate it. Thank you for checking in with us. See, we got Autzen Stadium in Oregon. Loud. Obviously, Texas A&M. Tennessee. Who's your team, Flossie? Just curious. Nah, Flossie, it's not just you. I mean, but that's kind of like the meta in revamp. They changed initially like the game. Well, the game still just kind of leans a lot towards the run. Oh yeah, Penn State gets crazy too. Yeah, the game definitely favors the run game, if you know what I mean. But it's kind of real easy to pass. So, Kansas City Chiefs known for throwing the ball all around the field. Yeah, SEC strong in the chat. All right, let me ask y'all this. So, what would be one of your most memorable moments watching college football as a fan? Let's see. I think for me, it would have to be it'd probably have to be watching Ohio State come back from that first loss, losing to Virginia Tech, and then going on to win the Natty that year. Matt, that was the Hendon Hooker year, right? Yeah, it was the Hendon Hooker year. That Tua game winner versus Georgia was crazy. I watched that in real time. That was nuts. Like, to see them win a national championship off the back of not one but two freshmen was wild. trying to think what else. I think there's enough of me blabbering. Like, what do y'all want to see me do today on this thing? Y'all want to see me do play now? You want to see me set up a dynasty? Scott Ghost Rider said big time match. Play now. All right, deuces, Matt. Yeah, that Dak Prescott year was wild, man. It was have him in the Heisman race and going up to it. Is it just me? But I remember. I feel like I remember that season differently. I feel like I remember Dak Prescott being a lot taller than he actually was. All right, let's see. Let's play a quick game. It's been a minute since I played this thing. Make sure I'm still not trash. Oh shoot, let me make sure I got the right rosters on this thing first. Hold up. Nope. Yeah. All right. I want to play as. Oh, I know. Thanks, Alexa. I appreciate that. What you mean, Ghost Rider? What teams? Pretty much every FBS team. Excuse me. Nah, that was an old rumor back with You know what? Yeah, let's do Obama at LSU. Why not? Yeah, that was an old rumor back when they had first said the game was coming back, because schools like Notre Dame and there's a few others like I think it's Northwestern. They didn't want to be in unless the players would get compensated for their game or for their likeness being in here. But now they've ever since they confirmed the NIL, like all the players are gonna be in the game, and now that they walked that back. Oh yeah, no, I know what I can show y'all too. Now that I got we playing with Bama. Let's see, Flossie, you the Bama fan, right? Tell me what you think about these uniforms right here. Hold on. All right, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna roll the dice to see who I play as. LSU is odd, Bama's even. I remember LSU is odd, Bama's even. Whatever I get, that's what I'm playing with. Five. It's LSU. Let's go. Yeah, I don't know what it is with something with the color palettes. There's a lot of teams that they tend to mess the colors up on. And I think Ghost Rider, you be easy. Let's go. All right, cool. Let's ride. Nah, that's a mod with the white helmet. We don't do touch matches back here. Ah, really? Clipping already? Yeah, no, if you look in the revamp mod section, you'll see a whole bunch of crazy mods. So I added it was an entire uniform kit with a lot of concept uniforms in it, as well as some of the school's newer updated uniforms. It's pretty dope. Let's go. I ain't nobody picking no play. What I like. There we go. Offsides. Let's get it. Yeah, back in the Bear Bryant days. Seen quite a few videos on those. Thankfully, I wasn't alive back then to know, but I don't like none of these. Ooh. Yeah, you can see like in the on the jerseys too. If you get a real good look. Yeah, let me see if I can show you. Probably be best to show you this dude right here. If you look, you can see the houndstooth on the pants, like in the texture, and then the numbers too. Yeah, I don't exactly remember who made the mod, but it was a dope one. I was like, oh, I gotta have that. Even though I never usually play with Bama, it's usually against them some way, somehow. But I was like, I had to have it. There we go. Yeah, I know, right? Hi. Let me see that. Go on and take it though. Flossie, what's something that I'm pretty sure you've been keeping up with a lot of the reveal and release info about the new game. What's something that they haven't shown off that you really want to see in the new game? Oh. Ah. Ooh, pick. That was bad. I threw that jump straight into double coverage. So about the helmets popping off, right? Um, in the Mike Straw interview, or when he did his live stream, he actually used that as a reference to say that the NCAA doesn't have control over what the developers put in this game. Not necessarily that he confirmed the helmets will be flying off. Granted, I would love for that to make a return, but I really don't think we'll get it just because they've been trying to clean the game of football up for such a long time, and that's something that they really don't like to see happen. So I highly doubt they put it in the game just because the schools wouldn't like it. But you know, like I said, I would love to see it return though. Bama might score on me. Incomplete. Let's go. Oh, come on, break it. Ah. Oh, I definitely agree about that. I think it will be just because of how much emphasis they put on them talking about how much faster this game is gonna feel than Madden. Um, but like I said, we still have to wait and see. There you go, neighbors. Excuse me. Got it. There we go. Who is it though? Yeah, it's neighbors. All right. I think we can get that. Ah, shouldn't have cut up. Ah, should have threw that out. You know what I really hope we get is I really hope we get to start as a freshman in high school and Road to Glory this time around. I'm just the career modes in these games are just so short because it's a college. Well, you're only there for a max of 4 years anyway. Got it. I'm interested to see how the NIL plays out in this game. I have a whole YouTube video planned on. I don't know if I would call it a wish list, but more or less like how I think NIL should work. But it was mostly geared toward the toward dynasty mode. But it's gonna be interesting. I really don't know. I don't even know what to expect with the NIL and Road to Glory this time around. What about you? What do you think? What's your opinions on NIL and Road to Glory? How you think it's gonna work? Ah, that's one thing. I feel like Jalen Milroe is gonna be absolutely broken in 25. You know what? I can actually see that. Like where the NIL money goes towards like you know, um, swagging out your player. Like I really could see them doing that. That sounds a lot like how like what 2K does when you get like your shoe deal or your contracts or whatever, or whatever your sponsorships are, and you use that to earn VC. I just hope I just hope they never get to that point with this game, because I absolutely will not be pouring any extra money into that, regardless of like how much extra gear I can get. Flossie, who are your top three favorite Bama players of all time? Not necessarily the best, but your three favorite to watch. Yep, he got me. Um, as far as the difference between the dynasty and the road to the college football playoffs, we don't have any confirmed details on it. Um, from what I've heard, it is gonna play out a lot like a head-to-head online season mode, to where it is crossplay, to where you're gonna have I don't know, and like I said, we don't know much about it, but I would assume it's gonna be, let's call it like a server full of like 25 people, going head to head each week, um, head to head each week, trying to gain votes to move up the polls, and then whoever makes it into the playoff, and they're gonna play against each other in that playoff format, sort of like ranked, but like a season long ranked. That's just, like I said, that's my working theory, and I'm sticking with it till we get more information. And then obviously dynasty mode is dynasty mode, where you're building a career out of I almost threw that one. Mark Barron, that's a deep cut right there. I haven't heard that name in a long time. For me, as far as like Bama players goes, unless I was talking about Ohio State die hard, but I just love the sport of college football. I could pretty much tell you, some favorites from just about any team that had like a popular run. Bama would have to be Mark Ingram, Trent Richardson, and Mark Ingram, Trent Richardson, and it would probably be Landon Collins. Yeah, Mark Ingram, Trent Richardson, Landon Collins. Yeah, Trent was an absolute problem. That dead leg is still one of the coldest moves I've ever seen. Outside that, and then obviously that Braxton Miller spin move that he put on Virginia Tech. Yeah, that was crazy. Go with it. If you had to pick let's see. Blake Sims was nice. He don't get the credit that he deserves. He was like that transition point that really had Nick Saban going to the speedy quarterbacks, or the mobile quarterbacks, I should say. Who are your Braxton Miller is to this day, hands down, all time my favorite college football player. Like, period. Like, no matter when. And I'm from VA, like Mike Vick included. Now Braxton Miller was my absolute favorite player of all time. Percy Harvin's got to be number 2. Actually, I thought he was going to transfer to Bama there for a little bit after that year we won the title, just to keep playing quarterback, but he turns out that he was just going in because his boy Trey DePriest was playing for y'all at the time, but that was where he was getting his surgery done on his shoulder. Ooh, too high. Who are your top 3 favorite Bama QBs? Found it. Really? Go on, give me that field goal. They need to bring this kick meter back, by the way. Not that stupid one that we have in Madden. Although I can use it, but this by far was the superior kicking meter. AJ McCarron was nice. Yeah, McCarron Sims it too. That's respectable. I would go if it was me. I would go in not in any particular order. McElroy, McCarron, and Jalen. Bro, he's gonna stiff arm me out the way. Yeah, to me, guys that are like just lethal with the ball in their hands, Percy Harvin, DeAnthony Thomas, Tavon Austin, and there's one more I feel like I'm forgetting too. Cam Newton, duh. Man, Ohio State, man, they've been upsetting me the last couple of years because we've had the talent we should have 3 national titles by now over the last, let's call it the course of the last 5 years. And we just keep coming up short, man. Like, I can understand game freeze on me. Bruh, don't tell me. Bro, my game froze. Anyway, I'm gonna close this out. All right, Ohio State. So we have the receivers, we have the running back, we got the defense. The only position group I'm worried about somewhat is offensive line, and we have plenty of quarterbacks to find one that could just get us there. Out of any year over the past few, we are probably the one juggernaut that's standing in the way of somebody else winning the national title. There's nobody else in college football that can compete from a roster construction standpoint. Like I said, are we gonna shoot ourselves in the foot though? Because that's what's killed us the last few years. Now, granted, I got a whole thing about the Michigan cheating scandal that cost CJ Stroud, I know, at least one Heisman. I feel like he could have won 2. It would have been extremely difficult to do that, but that cost him a Heisman, and it cost two great receiver classes that a chance to play for a national title. And that was granted, like the year we played up against Georgia. The year we played against Georgia, like this was just like it was a kick away. I mean, but we were outside of his range. Personally speaking, I think that was coaching mishaps because we could have done a lot more to get closer. Because that Georgia team was not the same Georgia team that won the Natty the year before, and had we beat Georgia, we would have demolished TCU. But yeah, no, I agree. We need to figure out that offensive line needs work. They got to figure out who they're going to put where. But yeah, no, this is our year. Like I said, if we don't do it this year, I've never been the one to call for Ryan's job, but we got to make changes, and I don't really know where else to go with that. Oh, for sure. Like, and then you have some guys that'll sit there and say like, "Oh, like everybody cheats," and that's just a normal thing. Like you have people say, everybody cheats. That's just a normal thing, um, in college football. Or oh yeah, everybody steals signs. But like the thing about it is the way they went about it. They weren't supposed to be going about it. That's not how you do it. If you're gonna do it, just don't, for one, don't get caught. But two, it was stupid. The simple fact that they had the the random, what they call him, a scout, I guess, sitting on the sidelines of other schools, capturing footage, and was probably sharing footage to them as well. It just was, like I said, they just did it. They fumble fingered the whole thing. Let's see if I can get RPCS3 to open back up. I'm glad we got helmet communication, because I thought like there's enough, you can figure out a way to get every school a headset for two players, obviously one on offense, one on defense, and have that work. That should never have been a problem in the first place, because obviously they've been using that in the playoffs. So why not use it in the postseason or in the regular season too? At least at the FBS level, even the smallest FBS school can afford headset communication. And yeah, that would have helped, obviously, because then you don't have to even worry about that being a problem. But the thing about the Michigan thing, though, is it's not, the sign stealing thing was bad, but there's gonna be, from everything that I've read and all the other the other sources that I have on it, there's gonna be more coming down the pipeline for that. It's just they don't obviously want to make an example out of them right away. They're gonna make that take some time, or they're gonna let it take some time. Just like the same thing with USC, when it took a few years for Pete Carroll to get his show calls, and for Reggie to lose his Heisman, and for their national title to be revoked. And that was all over improper benefits, which Michigan had some of that going on, as well as amongst some other things too. All right, so I got this game back on. Let's see if we can make this shake again though.